This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slip covers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
Hey, good evening, gang. Chris Merrill, KFI AM 640. More stimulating talk and info Kelly tonight. Listen anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Mark Runner!
You're back.
Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
You were able to pry yourself away from Tubi for the next 3 hours. It's excellent.
Well, I had to sit in the chair that Crozier warmed up to me with his micro shorts.
What were those shorts? People need to they got to see Mark Thompson's Instagram, because he showed Crozier wearing the shorts, and I don't know what's going on with those shorts.
Well, there's no need to be jealous. He's at the age where he's earned the right to dress for comfort.
Has he gotten to be that guy that's happy to wear a Speedo around the hotel pool? Is that
what? You're not? Are you saying that you're not? There's nothing wrong.
God, no.
With a good old Speedo and weather like this, okay?
Yeah, National Radio Day, and he just decides to celebrate with the shorts he stole from a 7th grader. It is terrifying. But whatever. He pulls it off. Whatever. That's fine.
Yeah, if you can get away with it, go ahead and do it.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I don't know that HR is in today. If HR were in, I don't think he would have worn those, because that is definitely a violation. It left very little to the imagination. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, the judges will accept that.
Yeah, very little to the imagination. I mean, he's a sexy man. I'm not going to lie. He's a sexy dude. Sexy guy. Speaking of sexy guys, Gary is going to be with Shannon, broadcasting live tomorrow morning starting at 9 a.m. from BJ's Restaurant Brewhouse, Huntington Beach. What are we at? 16060 Beach Boulevard. Head on down for a chance to win some prizes like BJ's gift cards. And who doesn't love a good BJ's gift card? Dodgers and Chargers tickets and Gary and Shannon swag. There you go. What's going on tomorrow? Good stuff. Let's start today's local news in Texas. Yeah, Texas finally got what they've been after for a while. The Texas Democrats put up a fight. The Republicans in the failed Republic of Texas demanded that they come back, and eventually they did. So the Texas Democrats headed back. A quorum was met, and that gave them an opportunity to vote on the new map. The new map, of course, gerrymanders everything and gives an opportunity for the Republicans to pick up 5 seats in Congress.
Austin, Texas tonight, and a live look at the state capitol there, where the state's Republicans have just advanced a measure to adopt newly redrawn congressional maps. The new maps will give Republicans an edge in that state in 2026, potentially adding 5 more congressional seats that, if you just sort of mapped it all out, no pun intended, would then go for the GOP. And it sent ripple effects across the political spectrum, no matter where you live.
Like in California?
For example, in California, Gavin Newsom has now pledged to fight back, calling for a special election to redraw his state's maps to open more seats for Democrats there. Now, states usually carve up their maps at the turn of the decade. There's the decade, you get the census, and then they draw the stuff. But now
That was very descriptive.
Other states across the country, both red and blue, are opening the door to redistricting because of all this. Could have big implications for the next year's elections there in the midterms.
That is from News Nation. Thank you so much. It was very good. I am struck by the response. The response is that if we flip to a state that is a blue state, all of a sudden the Republicans are not in favor of redrawing the map. But in the red state, the Democrats don't want to redraw the map. It goes to show that the purpose of a political party is to maintain power and control. It's not about serving the best interest of the voters. It's not about making sure that you are represented by someone who has similar views. It's about the party maintaining power and control. Period. That's their job. You can't hold it against them. That's the system that we allow. That's the way it is. And so Texas says, we're going to flex. And they do. And now they've redrawn the maps. And the whole country has now gone map crazy.
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa, and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries.
Yeah, with more maps. The big hang-up is a lack of maps. So California says, let's redistrict. Now, there was a little bit of drama in Texas because the Texas Democrats went, crap. They brought us in, and you heard in Mark Ronner's news, you heard them say that the Texas Republicans forced the Democrats to sign a document assuring that they would show up, and then they had police escorts. It was goofy. Nothing says freedom like authoritarian police escorts. However, the Democrats said, why don't we throw an amendment on your whole redistricting map gerrymandering joke, and let's say that along with this, you're also going to demand a release of the Epstein files. I mean, that's pretty great, right? The Democrat, it was a Hail Mary. It wasn't going to happen. But the Democrats thought, at the very least, let's make the Republicans in Texas deny that they want to see the Epstein files. So now they're going to have something to run on. So they're going to say, not only did the Republicans redistrict everything, and they've taken away the rights of so many voters in Texas, which doesn't really matter because it's a red state. So it's not like the Republicans are going to pay any consequence in the same way that Democrats in California aren't. But they said, at the very least, we can say your representatives, your people are protecting child abusers. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to at least have a couple of Republicans pause and go, well, you know, I'm behind, I'm behind requiring that we see the Epstein files in order to get this. Nah, I mean, they weren't swayed by it, but you know, at least they got commercial fodder. Now back here on the left coast, Newsom. So it's bad deal that we are seeing this redistricting fight going on in Texas, and we have to do something about that. So Governor Batman said, we have to redraw our maps and such, and the maps is what we have to do. The Republicans in California flip their lids. What? How dare you do such a thing? Now, mind you, the Democrats who are like, you can't redraw the maps, mid-decade. That's not, well, the Republicans did it, so now we have to do it too. Nobody has any principles. Nobody is standing on anything as far as an ideal. This is not an idealistic argument. This is merely about winning. That's it. This is a party fight that discounts your input in order to provide power for the parties, which, of course, then turned into drama in Sacramento.
Fireworks today in the state capitol as Democrats advance their plan to gerrymander the state's congressional map out of the Elections Committee.
This is outrageous.
The move is in response to President Trump's directive to Texas state lawmakers to gerrymander their map to gain 5 House seats for Republicans. Democrats there, like Republicans here, would be disenfranchised from fair representation.
Wow, shocker. the parties don't care about people that don't vote for them. That's wild.
That people don't want this. We want independent. I happen to be from one of the districts that will get decimated with zero representation.
No, you're still going to have representation. It's just not going to be what you want because we allow gerrymandering at all, which is why California passed a law saying you can't do this. But now, because it's become a political game in the second largest electoral college state, the state with the second most representatives in Congress, now California feels like they have to respond, of course, because we're the blue counter to that red state.
Whether the people of California want this is actually the point here. Democrats are moving to put the new maps on the November ballot this year, but they have to do so by Friday. So today, Republicans sued to try and slow down the process.
If you can't beat them, sue them.
Orange County Republican Congresswoman Young Kim had this to say yesterday about the plan.
I believe this is really a Sacramento power grab.
It's amazing how none of them had any objections when Texas was doing that.
Tonight,
he's not wrong. How come the Republicans in California weren't calling on the Texas Republicans to knock it off? Well, because they want to win. They want to win, period. Right? They want to see Congress maintain a right lean.
Caught up with Democratic Congressman Gil Cisneros at a town hall in South El Monte.
This is not a Sacramento power grab. This is...
it kind of is.
A vote that's going to be put forth to the people. Everybody knows what the maps are going to look like. We are going to ask the people in November if they support those maps.
And right now, polling shows, yeah, they do. I don't think that people actually support the map so much as they just want to stick it to Texas. They're tired of, quote unquote, being owned, and they want to stick it to Texas. They go, you can't roll over us. This is the new left that fights back. Meanwhile, there's an argument that continues over the immigration raids, including one city that says, knock it off, ICE.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Look forward to it. Chris Merrill, KFI AM 640. More stimulating talk in from Mo Kelly tonight. Listen anytime on demand, the iHeartRadio app. As always, an honor spending my evening with you. It is hot. We'll talk more about the extreme heat, and then the real concern, obviously, is the fire danger that goes with that. I'm remiss. I didn't say hey-o to Tawala. Tawala,
my guy.
Hey, buddy.
How you feeling, man?
You know what? I gotta be honest. Behind the scenes, people don't know this, but Tawala does such an incredible job. He's one of the best producers I've worked with, and so whenever I'm in, because I have a real job during the day, as does Tawala, and the thing is that when I sit down and I go, all right, I got to get ready for this show, he's done so much of the work. He's done all the heavy lifting. I cannot appreciate you enough. So thank you so much. And it's because of people like you that National Radio Day is so special. Really. I mean that.
I appreciate that. Absolutely, bro, man.
Now, Ronner.
Uh-oh, here we go.
No, nothing. No. Listen, you know I love working with you. You know it. And then Robin is in there. Robin, doing a fine job of stepping in, and you're getting a ton of hours now with this whole deal that Foosh had, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, Foosh and I had been talking before his accident. For those unfamiliar, Foosh was in our normal producer. I'm assuming that you're familiar, but if you're new to the station, the normal tech director was in a horrible car accident. Is it fair to say nearly lost his life? I mean, if it weren't for the action
absolutely,
if it weren't for the action of some good Samaritans, I don't think he'd be with us today. So he's still on the road to recovery. But, even just a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about how excited we were and counting down until we get to work together again. So, he's with us in spirit, and Robin doing a fine job in the meantime. We'll talk about an animal-free pink pony. That is coming up here after Ronner's 7:30 news. But I happen to see that Anaheim is saying enough with the ice activity. And so community members in Anaheim are saying, please don't do things anymore. And if you're going to do things, we're going to tell everybody where you're going.
Throughout California, people on social media are keeping track of ice operations in real time, including this one.
It's from KTLA.
Reported at an Anaheim Home Depot on Brookhurst. But it's not just individual accounts providing such updates. The city of Anaheim is now doing it too.
We have a website we call anaheim.net/contigo, which means standing with you in Spanish. And we track reports and actual incidents throughout our city and the region. We do it in real time.
Over the weekend, city spokesman Mike Lister said the website, with the help of community members, reported on another raid at the Home Depot within about 5 minutes after it started.
Wow.
And it reported another one at the Euclid car wash on Saturday within about 5 minutes after that one started.
This weekend saw the most significant and disruptive activity that we have seen in weeks. We as a city do not support the way this is playing out in our city and across our region.
One of the Home Depot raid, though, DHS was sure to say, but we got this guy who has previous DUIs and had illegally entered the country multiple times. Okay. That was the worst of the 3 that they arrested. Meanwhile, it's fun. I got a friend who's he's legal. He was born in the United States, but he's Mexican, and he was watching the news today. Did you see this, Ronner? I'm sure you did. Kristi Noem was at the border. She was painting the wall.
They're painting it black, yes.
Yes, yeah. She sees a red wall, and she wants it painted black, and that is because she says it'll get hotter, and you won't be able to touch it. If there's one thing I know about people who are migrating to the United States, it's that they have gloves because they work hard and they have jobs that require gloves. So that's one thing. 2, I was talking to my buddy and he says, why is she out there with a roller brush? 2 Mexicans that have that whole thing knocked out in a day.
Was she wearing a new costume this time?
It was the same old costume.
Okay. Well, she's got several.
The funny thing is, I think there were about 8 ICE agents, and they put on the bright neon green vests like you see construction workers wearing so they could paint the fence. And I thought,
ICE workers are painting fences?
So this is important to point out. They were all grabbing rollers and paintbrushes, and they were painting about 6 feet high down. But, the fence is, 18 feet high or something, right? And so then there was another shot that I saw where they were showing a guy with a paint sprayer, a spray gun, like an industrial one, like they come and paint your house with. And he was real fast. Every slat was just slat is done. Next slat is done. I mean, he was flying through it like you would expect a professional painter to do. But for some reason, there were an awful lot of cameras right on Kristi Noem and her little roller brush that were out there painting that one section up to about 6 feet high, black. Huh. It seemed very photogenic of them all.
Performative, you might say?
What? What? No.
On top of a waste of taxpayer dollars. Like, that's not in your job description.
No, it's not. And also, it's like a rusty metal color that's on there right now. It's a dark red, like a burgundy. Are you telling me that black is that much hotter than the dark, rusty burgundy color that's on that wall already? No. But by God, we're buying paint for it. Hopefully we're buying it at Home Depot because we're taking everybody out from the front to help out. All right, it's an animal-free pink pony club. You'll find out why next. Chris Merrill in from O'Kelly tonight, KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Hey, Mo Kelly Show, KFI AM 640. More stimulating talk, and always an honor to spend some time with you. Listen anytime on demand on the iHeart Radio app. I'm Chris Merrill, and I was just alerted, Tuala, that, first of all, I already knew this about myself. I have a guilty pleasure song, and then I just found out that Robin hates the song, and I could not love that enough. And it also fits into our story of West Hollywood and how they're treating pets. I absolutely love that song.
I can't understand why Robin doesn't like it. The song is phenomenal.
It's a banger.
I think it's because, like, every time, like, I don't know, I just saw it live for the first time.
You got to see it live?
Listening to it? No, like, okay.
I haven't seen it live.
TV kind of live.
Oh,
and it was awful.
What do you mean it was awful?
It was awful.
I don't know.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
Now that every time I say I don't like it, everyone's like,
how dare you?
But you're a lesbian. And I'm like, okay. So I don't have to like every lesbian artist.
Swear to God, I didn't even put that together, but that is hilarious. Boy, they got you pegged, don't they? They're like, I just figured you'd have that on a cassette tape in your Subaru, blasting it at full volume on your way to softball practice. What is wrong with you, Robin?
My Subaru.
I did not even put that together. That is outstanding. I love it. So the reason I bring it up is that this, the Pink Pony Club thing is in West Hollywood. Well, West Hollywood has now said you can't sell live animals. So if you were, say, running a pet store in West Hollywood and you had a pink pony, I don't know. See, I was really trying to bring it together, but it wasn't. But it was close enough that I went with it. Anyway, so West Hollywood has now said, they had banned like dogs and cats from being sold at pet stores, and now you're not allowed to sell like everything else, basically. Let me see.
Birds?
I think birds are off there too. Let's see. They're extending the ban, not just cats and dogs, also amphibians, arachnids, birds, fish, hermit crabs, mammals such as rodents, rabbits, and reptiles. So can't sell frogs, can't sell lizards, can't sell snakes, can't sell birds or fish or spiders.
So I guess it's not a pet store anymore.
Well, so they did bring up that the only pet store in the city is Petco, and they're on is it Doheny Drive? I always say it wrong. Anyway, Petco, they say, would be affected by this because they sell hamsters, guinea pigs, and they say occasionally fish.
Aren't those alive?
That's alive?
No, I'm saying, like, aren't those alive? So
yeah, I don't think they're selling. I don't think Petco is selling dead fish, Robin.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean,
or
they
dead
said
hamsters.
Alive. They can't sell alive.
Okay,
animals.
So all right. So this is actually a really good point that you make, even though you have terrible taste in music, and that is that. So Petco, I don't know if this Petco does, but I know there are some places that sell like dead mice to feed to snakes. So you can still sell dead animals as long as you're not using them for clothing in West Hollywood.
Okay.
Right.
That makes way more sense.
Yeah. And for instance, your boas, when you go out, those have to be artificial feathers. So you can't have the.
Are they going to start testing?
I guess so. I think it's one of those deals where if somebody complains, and then the SPCLA will come and arrest you and confiscate your boa until they can have it completely and fully tested.
What gay is going to complain about fur?
How dare you? How dare you? I'm curious about whether or not this spreads to other cities. Now, we know that there have been a number of places that have said, okay, you can't sell dogs and cats, and that's to combat things like puppy mills, right? Do we have an issue with lizard mills or parrot mills? Honest to God, I don't know the answer to this. I have a pet fish. Am I immoral?
I don't like pets that are supposed to be out and about and free like that are in cages. Like, I don't like birds. I hate the idea of birds that are in a cage because it has wings and it knows it's supposed to fly, but all it sees around it is bars. That's weird to me. Like fish, unless you have a gigantic tank, you may be saving them from being eaten by other fish, but still, it's going around in a circle, and after a while, the fish has to have just lost his mind. Like, I see the outside, but I can't get there.
Yeah, I don't think this fish has much of a mind. He's a pretty dumb fish. But he is the survivor because I'm such a bad fish owner, a number of others have died. Including one fish that ate a bunch of the others. He was a real jerk. Then he met his demise as well. So, is it... I'm kind of torn on this, honestly. I mean, you make a good point, but also, I'm not a vegetarian. And it's not like the cattle are excited about being in pens either. Is this just like it's in front of our faces, and so we decide that is unacceptable or it's immoral, and we've decided it is okay to have pigs and sheep and goats and cattle and dogs and cats for that matter? I mean, dogs they're supposed to be hunting in the wild, not getting belly rubs, right?
Yeah, I don't own any animals.
Oh, okay. All right, well, at least you're consistent. I appreciate that. Yeah. Anyway, is that going to stop anybody from going and getting their hamsters and their guinea pigs down the road? No. But at least WeHo can say, yeah, you can go do it somewhere else, but not here. This is going to be our stand. This is the hill they're going to die on. All right, good for them. You may have noticed, we sure did, especially when we saw Michael Crozier walk in wearing the same shorts he got when he was 13. It was very disturbing. And the excuse was it was too hot to wear long pants or even normal size shorts. It is hot, hot, hot. That is next.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Annabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Annabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slip covers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Chris Merrill in for Mo Kelly tonight, KFI AM 640. More stimulating talk and on demand anytime on the iHeart Radio app. Coming up here after 8 o'clock, it is a J-O-B, and that means a four-letter word. An awful lot of people are using other four-letter words as they're looking for that J-O-B. You'll find out about that and why you're getting hit by more trouble if you're looking for a gig. That is all coming up here after 8 o'clock. It is hot, 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 my friends, as the heat wave is upon us. It is sweaty. Or as one great radio personality once said to me, balls hot out there.
Yeah, big story all the way in through the weekend, and we've had a lot of good advice. We have been talking
from KTLA
about this as well. Drink plenty of water. Make sure you're staying in cool places. Don't want to do that extreme exercise in the middle of the day. All those things that we talked about.
Oh, yeah, everybody that decides they're going to go do weird extreme exercise in the heat. What is wrong with people? And then every year you go, this fitness influencer. Everybody's an influencer now. Pisses me off. But it's a fitness influencer decided that they were going to hike to the top of, I don't know, you insert name here, and they had to be rescued, or they died. Well, don't do that. It's like that old joke. I went to the doctor and I said, Doc, it hurts when I do this. The doc said, don't do that. Duh.
about. And really, heat illness can affect anybody. We know the young and the elderly more susceptible to it, but that doesn't mean a healthy 30, 40-year-old man or woman who's out and about in great physical condition, couldn't succumb to something. And it's all about just making sure you're drinking plenty of water and just doing some smart things.
They said the very young and the elderly are susceptible to it. I would also like to add in there the fat. I have had issues as well because the fat are also susceptible to the heat.
We have to talk about this because heat illness is our number one killer when it comes to weather. And I don't want to alarm people, but
wait a minute. Heat illness is the number one. I thought, he must mean in Southern California because water is the number one killer, right? Like undefeated. Anybody got my back on this one? Nobody? Good. Excellent.
When it comes to weather. And I don't want to alarm people, but that's just the way it is. We think, okay, it's August. It's supposed to be hot. But if you're not taking care of yourself in the right way, it can sneak up on you. All
right. That's KTLA. I always love it when weathermen tell us do things like drink water so you don't die. And sadly, they have to because somebody always does. Cooling center staying open a little bit longer. Let me see. Yeah, all over the area. Yeah, whether it's L.A., Boyle Heights, Canoga Park, North Hollywood, everybody's got cooling hours. Cooling center, staying open a little bit longer. One big concern, obviously, is it gets hot. The extreme heat then makes for the potential for wildfires. That's what we need. More wildfires. Nope. We do not. Temperatures forecast to be in the high 90s, low 100s, inland areas through the weekend. Highest temperatures tomorrow and Friday. So if you thought Crozier's shorts were a little tight today, wait until you see what he's got for tomorrow. Woodland Hills forecast to see a high of 108. Santa Clarita, high of 107 next couple of days. That sounds horrible.
It is.
Just horrible.
I'm trying to tell you, Chris, it is. I was out there in the sun for most of the day out in Chatsworth. It's hellish out there.
It's not fun.
No.
Yeah. It's sticky, too, right?
Sticky.
It's not like it's dry heat.
No. No.
Yeah. It's like I was in Vegas last weekend. And granted, it was a little bit cooler. Vegas was hot last week, but by the weekend it had cooled off, so it was only 104, something like that. But that's all very dry. Totally different sitch.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Yeah.
Hey, Twala, while I got you here, and I don't know if Mark can pay attention or if he's scrambling to put his news together.
I got your back. I'm here.
Okay. All right. So I was looking at LAS was putting out a reminder that when it gets hot, we could have wildfires pop up. So you always have to be ready to bail. So they've got the emergency kit. And I just wanted to see how much you guys had prepared yourselves. Do you have an emergency kit ready to go in your car? So let's see. I'm going to put you to the test on this. Tawala, Mark, Robin, you can get in on this too. Basics for an emergency kit in your car. Do you have food in your car, including non-perishable food and a can opener?
No.
A can opener?
Okay.
That's
I got nothing.
Not prepared. Do you have ample water in your car?
A little bit of water.
No.
Bottled water in the trunk.
I have.
You do?
Yeah.
I have a half a bottle of water that I didn't finish drinking.
Right, that's what I have too. Yeah. All right. So we got a win for Mark because he didn't take his groceries in, and then everybody else failed. Do you have cash?
Never.
No.
Why would you have cash in your car?
I have change just because if I roll up on someone and I think that they do actually need it, I can pour out a little loose change that I have and put it in a can or whatever at the.
That's good.
Maybe it's just because I'm a woman. I would never
You don't
have
carry cash.
money.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Do you have flashlights in the car?
I do.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry. That said fleshlights. No, it does say flashlights. My bad. Do you have extra batteries?
Wait, who uses batteries?
I don't know who you think you're talking to
I'm
here.
telling you, this is what you're supposed to have in your car. Do you have
so hot?
Do you have? Yeah, they could explode and kill you all.
Yeah, why would you keep batteries?
Because you're flashlights.
No, I
At
actually
this
have a charging flashlight, one that you pull out the little thing and you spin it and it lights up. Get you
Oh, you got a hand crank.
Yeah.
Battery. Or a hand crank flashlight.
Well, you got a flashlight on your phone.
Yeah, but even if that goes dead, no, I have like a flashlight where it has like a little crank.
Yeah, you don't want to be using up your phone.
Yeah, you wind it and just boom, you get some, and it's bright as hell, man.
I'm going to give you a gold star on that one. Everybody else fails. Do you have a fire extinguisher in your car? No, nobody under the age of 75 keeps a fire extinguisher in their car unless they also, on the weekends, race cars.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And truckers. Truckers do too. And then finally, a hand crank radio.
No.
You guys work in radio and you don't even have a hand crank radio in your car.
No, I bought one of those on Amazon, but now I can't find it anymore. So essentially, I don't have one.
I don't either.
So you will have it when you're bored?
It disappeared in whatever black hole things in the house disappear in.
I wasn't talking to you.
Yeah, no, it happened.
How dare you?
Do you guys feel like the emergency kit is a little antiquated?
Yeah,
especially because you raised some good points too. You talked about having, you've got your cell phone. If you're in the car, like, aren't you already evacuating somewhere? And I know if you get stuck, you don't want to be, you want to be somewhat prepared. But honestly, do you need to have the hand crank radio, the extra batteries, all that other, like, you have a radio in your car.
Yeah, like,
right?
Most of us that evacuated Altadena, we didn't leave with just our emergency kits and leave our cars.
Right.
Like, we left in our cars until we got out of Altadena. And
that's what I'm saying. Radio. And so if you're not in your car, then what good does the emergency kit do you? And if you are in your car, how much do you need to have extra flashlights and non-perishable food items? I mean, we're not driving across the tundra.
It's all just going to get stolen anyway.
I mean, that's only when it's the apocalypse that's getting stolen. But when I drove out of Altadena in the Pasadena area during the fire, I came to Burbank where there was no fire really. And I was able to go to Rite Aid and get some snacks
batteries and flashlights
like that. And when I came to the station, I just chilled. Then I came back here to work, and it was like one of those well, the fire's not here yet. It's not coming.
Ronner's the kind of guy that would get the evacuation order, and he would run to Burbank, and then he would load up on everything he needs for his emergency kit and then go back. Be like, I'm ready now.
Yeah, extra flashlights. Yes, of course. Of course. No, I keep on seeing these emergency kits on Amazon that are just full of fun gadgets dudes like of course I would like a tactical knife in a pouch, but it's not stuff that's ever going to be really useful in a serious emergency. And
it's always going to be like the Patriot Pack.
Yeah. Give me that thing that's like a wire you can cut down a whole tree with a ring. Oh, I love rings on the end, or like the little shovel that folds in half. None of this stuff anybody really needs if you're not in the Army, but it's fun to have because you're a guy. You like gadgets.
What about 100%. The one that breaks your window?
Oh yeah, you gotta have that thing.
Oh yeah, the little hammer thing.
I have one of those.
You do?
I do.
And it's supposed to cut your seatbelt as well.
It does.
Yeah.
It has a little razor blade in it. You can slice straight through your seatbelt. And I've tried the little thing, the little hammer to shatter a bottle. That thing crack. That'll knock a bottle right out. So I'm thinking to myself, it'll definitely crack your window to the point where you can, punch it out the rest of the way.
You guys are manly. I gotta get some more manly toys. I gotta get some dude toys. Chris Merrill in from O'Kelly tonight, KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
KFI and KOST HD2, Los Angeles, Orange County. More stimulating talk.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anna Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anna Bay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slip covers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.